Hello, my name's John. I'm part of the sales team at Lynch & Sons, and today I'd like to introduce you to the new member of the Icom transceiver range, the ID-52. It's got a 2.3 colour transflective screen. It covers D-Star, obviously analog, it's 5 watts, colour display, it's got Bluetooth built in, very easy to operate, really sits nice in your hand. And obviously today I'm going to go through in some detail of some of the functionalities of the new handheld from Icom. On the side, you've got the PTT at the top, you've got the squelch button there beneath the PTT, the on and off power, you've got the micro SD slot. Now it is important, I know we all do it, we're so eager to get the radio, but the SD card has to go in with the contacts facing upwards towards the front of the radio, so it's in there just by a nice little clip rubber cover. On the other side, you've got the mic socket, 2-pin, and below you have the USB, micro, and the DC input. You can charge the radio from this cable as well, so if you've got it plugged into a computer, laptop, it will charge the radio at the same time. At the back of the radio, obviously the battery, this is 272, and the wrist strap, which I would suggest you do use, because obviously you don't really want to drop this radio outside and on the ground. So the front of the radio, you've got the 2 VFOs. Now it does feel like go into a battery saving mode. As soon as you press one of the keys, it'll illuminate with a bright background. You've got your VFO A and B, and you can switch between the main and sub by using the main button. You've got a menu button there which enable you to select FM radio, which is obviously built into this as well. You can obviously record your transmissions. You've got a band scope, you've got history, obviously nothing that's there at the moment. DV gateway, terminal mode, access point mode. You've got your functionality, display, sound, standard Icom menu, very easy to use, and if you use an Icom radio, it's virtually child play to use a handheld as well. You've got your memories are there as well. Now all Icom radios with D-Star, they come pre-populated with the repeaters, so they're already in there, so you don't have to worry about loading, they're already there. And also, what is nice with the menu system is it's very easy, and it's obviously in colour. You've got GPS logger to clear that. Very intuitive, straightforward, easy, scroll through, nice and easy to actually get to what you need to do and put your station and your information in. So my call sign, text message, which will be displayed when I talk to another D-Star operator, and if I clear that. Now also with the Icom range of radios, they have a function where if you select on the repeater, it's got a near repeater. Obviously we're inside, so the GPS won't work, but I've also clicked that near all repeaters. Even though it's got an invalid GPS location, it will show me all the near repeaters to my current location, and I can easily scroll through and actually select them and actually start talking to people on there as well. So it's a very nice function with the Icom radios. You've got manual dial. You can manually just go up and down the frequencies. You've got a scan button as well, scan mode, so you could scan all the 2 meter and 70 sems, just 2 meters, and you can add to these bands as well. So if you want to put air bands in and so forth, and it will just scan, obviously picking up already, so it's fairly fast as well. And to stop it, go out and clear, and to get into a, so you can have your zoom spot on that VFO, and you go up to the other VFO, and you could have your local repeater, and the repeaters again, all valid. So our repeater here stains on the second VFO. Very easy to use, nice matte finish rather than a shiny plastic, very well built, nice screen, and like I said, if you're an Icom user, it's very intuitive to go between the VFOs and the main and switch between. You'll have hours of fun with this. It's got a 700 milliwatt speaker, really clear, and like I said, you've got the control there where you can scroll through the repeaters, and your volume control beneath. You've got your squelch there. Sorry, press the wrong button. Well, you can see how it boots up with the colour display. You've got the squelch there to monitor. You can scan all the repeaters, near FM repeaters, and now that will be scanning all the near repeaters on the FM mode. You can stop that, then you can go to another setting, and then you think, okay, I want to scan the DV repeaters. It will scan the DV repeaters. You can have any combination you want on VFO A or VFO B. I mean, it's a really nice radio, well worth adding to your shack. And if you're an D-Star operator, this is a really good radio. And obviously you can use it terminal mode, you can use it via the 9700. Icom have got their software for terminal mode. And obviously if you're in a situation where you can't get to a repeater, or you're not allowed to put an antenna up, with the handheld and the zoom spot that we do at store, you'll be able to talk to people all over the world. And basically all you need to do, where you've got the repeater list, you can add the zoom spot, and then you're there and you can talk to people all over the world. Now we've gone over the basic functions of the ID-52. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the free downloadable software from Icom, the CS52, to read and write to the radio. First, you have to add the micro USB lead into the side of the radio, like so, and that's what you need to do to be able to connect it to your computer. And once we've got the radio and we've loaded the software, you need to select the COM port, which will be assigned. On this computer, it's been assigned COM port 3. You go to clone, the clone tab, scroll down, you're reading from the radio. Once you press the read, you'll see a bar go across the screen showing the progress of its reading the radio. Once that's completed, it will refresh, and now you have all the data from the radio on the Icom software. So the groups of operation, the repeaters that are populated, if you've got zoom spot, calling channels, scan links you can add, for airband and various other frequencies, the FM radio stations you can put into the radio, the GPS settings, the digital settings that you need to put your call sign in to obviously operate on D-Star. And I would recommend that once you've read the radio for the first time, you store it and you go to Save As and you say ID-52 from new, and date it, so it's 20th 2/12/21, and then save it. So if anything happens to your file, the information on your radio, you know that you saved a factory copy of the radio when you first took it out the box. Now, so any changes you make, you can write to the radios, add repeaters, delete repeaters, put different groups on. Gives you all the functionality that you can do via the menu of the radio, but it's a lot more straightforward. And it's free software, and you can use a USB micro lead to program. And obviously, once you've done your changes, you just go to clone, write, and it'll ask you to confirm that you actually want to write to the radio. You click yes, and once again you'll get a bar showing the progress of the file being transferred back onto your radio. Only takes a few seconds, and it will come up and say it's success. It will go on, you'll see on the radio, you have to turn the radio off and then back on again for it to reboot, and any changes you make or have made on now on the radio. Well, that's the overview of the ID-52. Obviously, it's a nice handheld to add to your Radio Shack. Obviously, people are going to be buying this are people who want to use D-Star, monitor 2 frequencies simultaneously, or if you can't put an ear up and you're not near a repeater, obviously we do the zoom spot as well. That will enable you to get onto the reflectors and talk to people all over the world. Thank you for watching. The ID-252s are in stock, so please feel free to order them. And we do the accessories, Icom accessory range and the zoom spot for this as well. And that's an overview of the 52. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.